Some true crime stories involve guns, some involve knives, and some involve something far more unpredictable. A tiger. This is the story of a fatal tiger attack in Oklahoma and how a moment of trust turned into tragedy. In rural Oklahoma, private big cat facilities are more common than many people realize. Some are sanctuaries, some are roadside attractions, and some exist in a legal gray area where danger is always just one mistake away. This case began at one of those facilities, a place where tigers were kept in captivity and handled far more closely than nature ever intended. On the day of the incident, the handler was performing routine duties. This wasn't a tourist provoking an animal. This wasn't a stranger entering an enclosure. This was someone the tiger knew, someone who had fed it, worked around it, trusted it, and that trust would prove fatal. According to investigators, the handler entered or approached the tiger's enclosure during normal operations. Exactly what triggered the attack may never be fully known. There was no evidence of provocation, no signs the animal had been agitated earlier. But what happened next unfolded in seconds. The tiger attacked. Emergency services were called, but the injuries were catastrophic. The handler was pronounced dead at the scene. News of the attack spread quickly. A tiger killing a human in the United States is rare, but not unheard of. And almost every time it happens, the same questions follow. Why was the handler so close? Why wasn't there a secondary barrier? And why are private individuals allowed to keep apex predators at all? Authorities secured the scene and the facility was placed under immediate scrutiny. Animal welfare officials, law enforcement, and wildlife specialists all became involved. The tiger itself was not immediately euthanized. Instead, officials focused on the conditions, protocols, and decisions that led to the attack. What they found was familiar to anyone who has followed big cat incidents before. Close contact between humans and predators, reliance on routine instead of physical barriers, and a dangerous assumption that familiarity equals safety. It doesn't. A tiger is not a pet. It is not domesticated, and it does not understand rules. Investigators made it clear this was not the tiger snapping. This was a wild animal acting on instinct. The failure, they said, was human. The incident reignited national debate around exotic animal ownership. Oklahoma, at the time, allowed private ownership of big cats under certain conditions. That legal gap has resulted in dozens of facilities operating with inconsistent oversight. Some are well, many are not, and the consequences can be deadly. In the aftermath, the facility faced inspections and potential penalties. Animal welfare organizations called for stricter laws, and once again, a familiar pattern emerged. A tragedy happens, public attention spikes, promises of reform are made. Then, silence. For the handler's family, the loss was devastating. This wasn't someone taking a reckless risk for attention. This was someone doing their job in an environment that should never have allowed that level of danger. Cases like this matter because they aren't freak accidents. They're warnings. Warnings about human arrogance, about ignoring nature, about believing control exists where it never truly does. This wasn't a crime in the traditional sense, but it was preventable. And it raises the same question every true crime case eventually does. How many warning signs were missed before someone paid the price? This has been Crime Scene Archives.